voice and tone. Why is this not working? Alright, at least we're getting somewhere, but we're gonna have to check this after the show. We're probably, oh my god, this takes me 3 hours to do a show. It didn't even fucking work properly. Are we on? I don't know if we're on. I hope I didn't screw up my mic cord. That would fucking suck. God. All this time that I wasted. Come on. It was, we were having, alright, stop the record. Alright, we're not recording. We're just, alright, we're not, okay. Alright, let's try this again. This is a bastard child. No wonder why you make weird videos. No, no, alright. We'll be squishing the cunt later. Come on. This is the weekly zoo news update. This is the minifig news guy in the weekly zoo news center. Good morning. It's 10:04. Good morning. It's 10:04 this morning on the weekly zoo news center. I'm the minifig news guy. Here are your top stories. Kelly Ayotte is now has made her big announcement Monday night at the Goat Restaurant in Manchester, New Hampshire. Ayotte has responded to politicians and media officials in Massachusetts who, according to the Manchester Inklink website, commented that New Hampshire's one election away from becoming Massachusetts. Here's what I want them to know, she said. I am never going to apologize how great our state and how awesome we are, and I'll never back down to when it comes fighting for people of New Hampshire. I thanked the audience, of which she indicated consisting of familiar faces across the street, including across the state, including new ones, asking for her to join her quest in the safeguard of exceptionalism of New Hampshire in among the 50 states. The state and these people in this room, you are exceptional. Of what we have is worth fighting for, she said. Along with the call to arms regarding New Hampshire's identity, it told the audience that she would fight for constitutional rights, reduce energy costs, reduce healthcare costs, support educational freedom, and accounts from educational parental rights legislation. Crime was also focused on her speech, saying she aims to support law enforcement officers, address personal recognizance bail, seek stronger punishments for drug dealers transporting fentanyl across state lines, and those suffering from drug addiction. Today, the forecast will be seasonable for the first time in a while. The temperature will be in the low 80s, repeating the current temperature. It's in the upper middle of the 60s, going up to the low 80s, and somewhere on this planet. I'm the Magnific News Guide. The Weekly Zoo follows this momentarily. Thank you for listening. Content, immature humor, vulgar and inappropriate thoughts that are not filtered ahead of time. This program has been given the P14 rating by the podcast board. Please use extreme caution when listening. Thank you for listening to Clickford and the Weekly Zoo. The former artist known as Ayat, because I really have no respect for this low life here. Welcome to the show. Why is there a popping on the audio? I have no idea. It may be because it could be spectral energy. All right, so whoa, what is going on here? We're popping like crazy here. Oy, I don't understand it. That is not coming from me. Oh, because the power's loose. Okay. Okay, this is. Okay. You might want to just unplug me because we're not popping eardrums on you. We're going to have to edit this for a later broadcast. This is a problem. I am very sorry for this, but just an FYI, we will be on Digital One News in Copenhagen and Miniland. Just an FYI. Just to let you know we're doing that. All right. Can we just start the intro again? I know this is gonna sound really screwy here, but I'm hearing myself on one audio channel. That's probably because it's not mixed down. We'll fix this up in post and on the podcast on the Weekly Zoo. Apologies for the problems today. Okay, hold on. It's like Entercom happens, Odyssey happens. Thoughts that are not filtered ahead of time. This program is given the P14 rating by the podcast board. Please use extreme caution when listening. Thank you for listening to Clickford and the Weekly Zoo. Okay. Alright, again, apologies for the technical problems as always happens here. Nothing can ever work properly. And of course, that might be just negative self-talk, as the Courtney Christine Ryan types would say. Oh boy, she did not like the feedback that we gave to her on Twitter, or as I would say, Titter. Little Courtney did not like having herself hold to account. So what did she do in return? Oh yeah, she did what we were afraid she was going to do. She not only blocked the Weekly Zoo, she blocked the Minifig News Guy and my own Twitter. Her cunt smells. I'm not gonna lie. Her cunt doesn't smell like roses. It smells really pretty roasted, and I can smell it thousands of miles away. The right-wing extremist. It doesn't look like an American. Her bluest eyes are the weirdest bluest eyes I've ever seen. She talks so plain and low class. You know, when I gotta talk like this, and you gotta talk in a really high pitched, submissive female voice, and you know, and I gotta make all the weak men look bad. I gotta be there. I gotta hold them accountable. What about Kelly Ayotte? Let's now. Here's a segue with this one. This woman, you know, I thought when I was a kid, when I learned about accountability, I thought it was for people in power. Coyote Watch. We should do a Coyote Watch. If you want to sponsor the Weekly Zoo, please email the Weekly Zoo at clickfo.me. CLICKFO.me, short for Clickford Media, because my dead ex didn't want me to well, I wouldn't say she said she committed suicide before the divorce was finalized, but and that was a pain in the ass. Guess what? We tied a knot 9 years ago yesterday if we were still together, but cause I didn't want to be part of an Ayotte. This bitch is be affiliated with that bitch, and my family being a bitch. You know, I really can't stand them people. All right, so Ayotte. Coyote, whatever. We're gonna. I say the Ayotte name the wrong way, just to make it sound seductive. Jesus Christ, can I even talk today? Ayotte really has gone down. I mean, this woman. Are we part of the United States when she becomes governor? If she gets elected, that's my first question. Will she? Respect us as part of the United States, because part of this New Hampshire rebellious is that, oh, we're NH, it's NH, it's New Hampshire, we can do whatever the hell we want, you know, we don't need to abide by, you know, industry standards. We're just, you know, our state is a bunch of amateurs, people that don't need to have any credibility, and they can do whatever the hell they want. Ayotte is really just as shallow as Trump. I'm waiting for the story about her incest with her kids. Just saying, because she's out of a crazy bitch. But again, that explains why WMER TV doesn't have standards and practices. You know, WCVB publishes their news gathering policies. Channel 9 doesn't. Why? Because it's New Hampshire. We're New Hampshire. We're WMER 9 New Hampshire. But I'm like, wait, New Hampshire's not a city. New Hampshire's, the FCC doesn't consider New Hampshire a community license. So this is really much like New Hampshire. When we talk about Republicans in New Hampshire, we're talking about the old school republic, the people that we think were some territorial. That's another thing about sovereignty in this state. It's really a scary set of presidencies, unless the so-called democratic states, which I'm not talking about the party, I'm talking about a state that a democratic state means, lowercase d, means that they're part of the country. New Hampshire wants to secede. They want to be a state of their own. They want to be their own country. That's kind of how she does. The thing that scares me the most about the governance, because she wants. There's some really scary, and I don't mean this to be melodramatic. Okay, the part of the Weekly Zoo, we've talked about this for a number of years on and off. is that we hold people accountable, people in power, not the little guy that is the average male that can't get a girl, like what Courtney Christine Ryan, where her cunt really smells and she thinks she's all that. She's a, we're talking about accountability used to be people who were in power, who were running businesses, who are news directors or business owners, which should be separate from the business. I don't like that. Okay, if you're a business, you run a business, it should be separate from you. If you're a business owner, well, are you objectifying yourself? So AI's really doing some really. She looks like a creep too, by the way. She's a menopausal age woman, by the way. AI is running for governor because we are one election away from turning into Massachusetts. On what grounds? On what grounds? And losing what made our state great, a great place to work. This is pretty nihilistic, by the way, as I'm reading this live. A great place to live, work, and raise a family. Kelly's top priority of governor is to keep New Hampshire safe, prosperous, and free from future generations of grandiers. From what? People that are atypical, non-Caucasian, non-Franco, non-Catholic, non-Christian. Is that what you're trying to? Are you trying to imply that, Kelly? Because you're already saying things. You're 1 inch closer to Gail Huff. She hasn't hit Gail Huff territory just yet, but give her time. It's about a year and a half away, and she could go as shallow as Alfred Baldessaro if she wants to, and I think she's gonna do that because she's wild like this. Kelly is no stranger for fighting for us. So does that mean like throw one of these things out, like this, like inciting violence, fighting, or advocating, or assertive? Kelly's very aggressive. She could literally throw the books at people for a death sentence. I'm not kidding. This woman's dangerous. She built her career as a murder prosecutor before becoming our attorney general and the United States Senator, which, again, this is a really bad career path because you normally go to the governor when you're a senator. You don't go, it's kind of like in Massachusetts, you don't become the governor by being the treasurer. I mean, Timothy Cahill learned that the hard way. As governor, Ayotte will put criminals behind bars. Wait a minute. That's not the job of the governor. She reminds me of Meldrum Thompson when you think about this. She'll put criminals behind bars, protect our constitutional rights. Of which one? The U.S. or the state constitution? Because if you're going to defend the U.S. Constitution, then you have to respect yourself as part of the United States. And will make New Hampshire schools the best in the country, although supposedly we are the worst in the country. So what does Team Kelly think that the way to fix that problem? Parental rights, Mama Bear Productions, Mama Bears that are protecting their kids from anyone that doesn't look like them. This is part of this New Hampshire exceptionalism. Means that that no one else is right. We're always right. Our core beliefs, if we believe in God and Christ and all that comes before any scientific fact or historical realities, that the United States wasn't built on slavery. That's the kind of shit that AI wants to do. Now, again, this prostituter thing, I'm going to call her that. I'm going to call her a prostituter, because I think that's a good way to put this. This woman just looks so creepy. I mean, I'm just looking at her website right now. She just looks like she's got a couple loose nuts. One of the things that I think she's doing a lot of broad brush painting, okay, and that's how the New Hampshire government works. Because this is another thing. If you are working for the state of New Hampshire and you're not part of the old guard, she's going to turn the old guard back. And how does that work? Run the state like a mom and pop shop. So again, the state has over 10,000 employees. They make what's the annual budget in the multi-billions with, I think, we get $10 billion of revenue coming in. She will treat it like a mom and pop shop. She'll use Quicken to run the state's budgets. Okay, it's really bad what AOT's gonna do to this state. She's gonna run she'll go back to pencil and paper for accounting or just logging things so they can erase things and rewrite what they want to do. I think the way she governs is pretty, the way that she wants to be essentially the top cop. Well, that happened many years ago with Meldrum Thompson. He was an autocrat. He was an extreme Republican. He was also the one that represented New Hampshire and I think told Ronald Reagan to not make Martin Luther King a holiday because he called him a communist. Whatever the hell communism is. So this is the kind of stuff that you guys really need to know about because AOT does not know how to govern. She made Leo Laporte doesn't like her. He couldn't get her name right back when she was testifying against Tim Apple. She's not liked by many, but she doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. But our state is becoming such a running joke. It's not even funny anymore. And again, she's running the feminism coattails, and yeah, this is not gonna look good. This is not gonna look good long term, and our state's reputation is already going down. Do I agree with John Keller's belief of racism? No, I think that's not the right word to use. I think she's xenophobic. She doesn't like anyone that doesn't look like her, and she's that's her prerogative. She only likes people and will only communicate. Well, if you are dark and are dark skin, it's only when you obey to her prejudices. I think Kelly is a dinosaur, and she should really consider I think she's got a lot of problems. She's going to only the New Hampshire media and not communicating with the Boston media, which means again that what kind of scares me. She's gonna literally put like when we start putting interstate border control. That's gonna be that's gonna be the step in the wrong direction. So we have to make sure that AI, who I think idolizes Donald Trump a lot, she's not fit. She's going over her authority, and I think she's already having problems whatsoever. The Weekly Zoo at clickfo.me if you want to reach out to me. Our phone number, we would have our phone. We're still having some technical problems. We're on IP-based communications. You would think it would be easier. It really isn't. It's better off to just get a circuit, a telephone circuit line if that's much more more reliable, if you know what I mean. All right, temperature today, we are going to hit 77 today. It's actually going to be a few degrees cooler today. We'll be going, right now it's 67, going up to 77 degrees. So many of you got to get your updates ready. We will get another update momentarily we are going to talk about other YouTubers. You know, we're going to talk about other YouTubers, and I'm not a big fan of pissing on other YouTubers, but we try to be. We're not a tech channel anymore. I've kind of gone away from that. When we talk about the history of technology, we make sure we're not like the freaking Macintosh librarian, making it like peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, we're not gonna be like this one. Oh wait, I don't think that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Play this cut better. That's where we're not like Macintosh Librarian. We're not like Courtney Christine Ryan, where our cunt smells up on the smells up on the East Coast. We're much different than that. And you know what? We're not Liz Plank either, or where we claim to love men and then turn men into wimps. I hate men in general. I hate masculine women too. Yeah, yeah. All right, enough. Are we done? Oh, that might have been the problem. I hit the fan. Is that what happened here? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break, and I hope I don't break any more electronics, because I'm known to do that. And if I break it, I'm gonna have to buy it, and I don't have any money to buy it. But just before we go to break, we just want to remind you, Techie Crafts is going out of business. There is a going out of business sale coming soon. Visit clickfo. No, TechieCrafts.clickfo.net and see the stuff that we are gonna be getting rid of for Techie Crafts. Sysadmins must be damned. Men suck. Abusive men. Overeducated assholes. Whatever. Or even the freaking Macintosh librarian. That little freaking little broad. I hate people. If in case you didn't know that already, I hate people. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. Come back on the other side. This is the Weekly Zoo. This is the Minifig News Guy update in the Weekly Zoo News Center. Good morning, it's 10:32. The temperature is 67, going up to 77 degrees in suburbia, New Hampshire. On our top story, Kelly Ayotte disrespects New Hampshire's suburbia, according to the Manchester Inklink. She is reportedly Monday night in our launch party in Manchester, New Hampshire, that she will defend the awesomeness of New Hampshire and the exceptionalism of the Republic state that she allegedly is supporting, dissing Massachusetts politicians and commentators. Has had a record for corruption at the New Hampshire Attorney General's office, as reported by your humble zookeeper. We'll have another, this will be our last news update today. You can check out the latest at minifignewsguy.com. I'm the Minifig News Guy at the Weekly Zoo News Center. Alrighty, thank you, Minifig News Guy. We are going to we're just gonna play the audio here. I'm not gonna play pictures here, but I don't like to talk about other content creators. As you know, I'm not a biggest fan. Like I said, I really don't like the Macintosh librarian. I think she is a suburban chick. You know, the stereotypical white. As I can tell, I hate white people. Can't stand Kelly. Can't stand Kate. Because, you know, whenever you watch the Macintosh librarians, like, literally, where's the pea head? Where is it? Why is my audio warping out? I do not know why that's can someone help me out here? Why is it so low on? Oh, I get it. No. Is my gain too low? We'll do it next week. We'll make it a recurring thing. Just lose that there. Thank you. Can we get a text? Because you know what, Digital One is gonna take our show. And, you know, Digital One people are gonna have to get used to the whole. I hope you guys can hear me. I mean, it's been. But Digital One's going to be taking this show on midday, so you know at 9 a.m. the news wheel ends on Digital One mornings. So they decided, well, why shouldn't our fellow zookeeper, do our show for the time here? So as a result here, thank you. I know the texts are like working. Alright, welcome back to the zoo. We're going to attempt to go to we're going to we're gonna talk about one of my worst streamers on the planet. Here we go. Yeah. Whoa. This seems. I need a new computer just to stream. Just a streaming computer. I need a new computer just to stream. Cause I can't afford a TriCaster. Okay. All right. Let's talk. Whoa, I'm hearing double. Hearing double. Hold on, let's try this again. Alright, so, I'm not going to show you the, I'm going to try to scale this down here. Close that guy. Alright, so Destiny is a Twitch streamer. He's basically a lowlife. He plays games and talks about political commentary. For those who do not know the difference between Twitch and YouTube, okay, because there's some people that I know that are on one-stop shopping, one platform. Twitch is more of a community, and the coding's really needs to be you could literally use your Twitch screen as a return screen if you can't, and stuff like that. YouTube has always been perpetually slow. It's probably why we're having problems today. We might move over to to Twitch. I'm unable. Oh my God, this is a problem. I gotta pay my bills here for Techie Crafts. All right, we are